The night Muhammad Ali fought Floyd Patterson did not begin with cheers. It began with anger. Real anger. Not the kind used to sell tickets. Not fake boxing drama. This was personal. Deeply personal. Because standing across the ring from Muhammad Ali was a man who once ruled heavyweight boxing with pride, humility, and respect that a former Olympic hero, a former world champion, a man many Americans loved. His name was Floyd Patterson. And before the opening bell even rang, Muhammad Ali wanted to punish him, not simply defeat him, punish him, because Floyd Patterson had refused calling him Muhammad Ali. For years, Patterson continued calling him Cassius Clay publicly. And to Ali, that felt like disrespect, like betrayal, like denial of his identity. But what happened next became one of the strangest and most emotional fights in heavyweight boxing history. Because inside the ring, Muhammad Ali did something nobody expected. He did not rush for a knockout. He did not end the fight quickly. Instead, he slowly humiliated Floyd Patterson in front of the world. And the deeper the fight went, the more uncomfortable the entire arena became. Just a few years earlier, Floyd Patterson represented everything America loved in a heavyweight champion. Polite, soft-spoken, respectful. After winning Olympic gold and becoming heavyweight champion, Patterson carried himself with dignity outside the ring. Fans admired him deeply. Children looked up to him. Even opponents respected him. But heavyweight boxing during the 1960s changed rapidly. Then came Muhammad Ali. Young, loud, unpredictable. Ali entered boxing like a storm nobody could control. He mocked opponents publicly, predicted rounds, made poetry before fights. And after defeating Sonny Liston, he became the most controversial heavyweight champion in the world. Then came another transformation. Ali announced his connection to the Nation of Islam, changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, and demanded the world respect that identity. Many people refused. Floyd Patterson became one of them. Publicly, Patterson said he still viewed Ali as Cassius Clay. To many Americans, that sounded harmless. But to Ali, it felt personal, because names mattered deeply to him. Identity mattered deeply to him. And slowly, the tension between both men grew dangerous emotionally. During interviews before the fight, Ali attacked Patterson constantly. He mocked him, insulted him, called him an Uncle Tom. The words shocked many boxing fans, because Patterson remained one of sport's most respected figures. Meanwhile, Floyd Patterson stayed calm publicly. But inside, the criticism hurt him deeply. Patterson believed he stood for dignity and respect. Yet now the heavyweight champion targeted him emotionally nonstop. The fight suddenly became bigger than boxing. That IT became political, cultural, personal. And the closer fight night approached, the uglier the tension became. Ali promised humiliation, not victory. Humiliation. That word terrified many fans watching the buildup, because Muhammad Ali already possessed the speed and skill to embarrass opponents physically. But emotionally, psychologically, that felt crueler. Meanwhile, Floyd Patterson trained quietly for the biggest challenge of his career. He understood something important. Most people expected him losing. Ali looked younger, faster, more athletic, but Patterson still believed experience mattered. Heart mattered. And despite Ali's endless insults, Patterson refused responding with hatred. That calmness confused many people. Some called him weak. Others called him classy. But inside his mind, Patterson focused only on surviving the storm waiting ahead. Fight night finally arrived on November 22, 1965. The location was Las Vegas. Bright lights covered the arena while thousands of fans flooded toward their seats carrying enormous anticipation. The atmosphere felt emotional before the opening bell even arrived. Some fans supported Ali passionately. Others desperately wanted Patterson defeating him. Meanwhile, reporters crowded ringside discussing politics almost as much as boxing. That showed how massive the fight truly became culturally. Inside his dressing room, Muhammad Ali looked relaxed, confident, almost playful. But beneath the smile existed real anger, because this fight carried emotional meaning beyond championships. Across the arena, Floyd Patterson wrapped his hands slowly, quietly, focused completely at 30 years old. Patterson understood this might become his final chance at heavyweight glory, and waiting for him was perhaps the fastest heavyweight boxer in history. As Muhammad Ali walked toward the ring, the crowd exploded instantly. Cheers mixed with boos. Cameras flashed nonstop. Ali smiled confidently while shouting toward fans. He looked completely comfortable under pressure. Then Floyd Patterson entered. The reaction felt respectful and emotional. Fans admired his courage for accepting such a dangerous challenge as both men stood inside the ring. Tension became almost unbearable. The referee delivered final instructions. Ali stared directly into Patterson's eyes. Patterson looked calm, but serious. Then the bell rang. Immediately, Ali moved beautifully around the ring. The speed shocked people instantly. Fast footwork, sharp movement, quick jabs. Meanwhile, Patterson crouched low while searching for openings patiently. The former champion understood chasing Ali recklessly would become suicidal. Still, Ali controlled distance effortlessly during the opening moments. Every jab snapped Patterson's head backward slightly. Every movement excited the crowd. Then Ali started talking. Inside the ring, mocking Patterson while punching him. The audience reacted loudly. At one point, Ali shouted directly at Patterson after landing combinations. The humiliation already started. Patterson kept trying moving forward, but Ali's speed looked impossible. Every time Patterson attacked, Ali escaped smoothly before firing counters. The difference in athleticism became obvious immediately. Still, Patterson refused surrendering mentally. The former champion kept pressing forward despite the punishment. That toughness earned respect from fans watching. Round 2 became uglier emotionally. Ali no longer looked interested only in winning. He wanted embarrassing Floyd Patterson publicly. The champion repeatedly landed clean punches while talking nonstop. At several moments, Ali even lowered his hands mockingly during exchanges. The crowd reacted with mixed emotions. Some loved showmanship. Others looked uncomfortable because Patterson appeared badly overmatched physically. Still, the former champion continued trying bravely. He attacked the body occasionally, pressed forward whenever opportunities appeared. But Ali's movement remained untouchable. Midway through the round, Ali landed a rapid combination that snapped Patterson's head backward dramatically. The audience gasped. Then Ali backed away, smiling instead of finishing aggressively. That decision confused commentators immediately. Why wasn't Ali ending the fight? The answer slowly became clear. He wanted prolonged punishment. Back in Patterson's corner after round 2, concern spread visibly. The speed difference looked terrifying. Meanwhile, Ali sat relaxed between rounds, smiling confidently, almost enjoying himself. Round 3 started with Patterson trying increasing aggression. The former champion understood technical boxing alone would not defeat Patterson attacked harder during close exchanges. For a moment, the crowd cheered loudly as Patterson landed a decent body shot. But Ali answered instantly. Sharp jabs exploded repeatedly. Fast right hands followed. The movement looked effortless. At one point, Ali trapped Patterson briefly near the ropes and unleashed combinations while shouting insults directly at him. The crowd reacted wildly. Meanwhile, Patterson's face already showed swelling. The punishment accumulated quickly. Still, Patterson refused going down. That courage mattered emotionally, because many fighters mentally collapsed under Muhammad Ali's pressure. Patterson kept fighting. Round 4 became even more one-sided. Ali completely controlled every second. He danced around Patterson while firing jabs from impossible angles 80 times. The heavyweight champion looked almost bored by the action. Then suddenly he attacked aggressively again. Fast combinations exploded while Patterson covered up desperately. The audience started realizing something uncomfortable. Ali could probably stop the fight whenever he wanted, but he chose not to. That realization changed the atmosphere inside the arena. The humiliation became harder watching. Commentators discussed it openly now. Why prolong this beating? Why continue talking during exchanges? Meanwhile, Patterson continued showing remarkable toughness. Every time he absorbed punishment, he kept moving forward again. That resilience slowly earned sympathy from the crowd. By round 5, Floyd Patterson's face looked badly damaged. Sweat and punishment covered him completely. Still, He refused quitting. Ali continued targeting with jabs while shouting insults during exchanges. At one point, Ali reportedly screamed, "What's my name?" while punching Patterson repeatedly. The moment felt shocking emotionally, because beneath the boxing existed something deeper. Identity, respect, pain. The crowd no longer reacted only with excitement. Now tension mixed into the atmosphere too. Even some Ali supporters looked uncomfortable watching Patterson absorb endless punishment. Still, the former champion refused surrendering emotionally. Round 6 became brutal physically. Ali attacked more aggressively now, landing combinations almost whenever he wanted. Patterson struggled badly with the speed. Every attempt moving forward ended with sharp counters waiting at several moments. Ali leaned backward, effortlessly avoiding punches before firing. Combinations immediately afterward. The skill difference looked enormous, but still no knockout that NO finish. Only continued punishment. Midway through the round, Patterson landed a decent hook during close exchanges. The crowd erupted hopefully for a second. Ali answered instantly with a violent flurry. The message became clear. Any success Patterson found would be punished immediately. Back in his corner after round 6, Patterson breathed heavily, while trainers worked desperately on swelling around his face. Meanwhile, Ali sat comfortably smiling again. The contrast felt painful. One man surviving, the other dominating emotionally and physically. Round 7 started slower briefly. Ali circled the ring gracefully while Patterson pushed forward carefully. The crowd sensed exhaustion affecting Patterson now. His reaction slowed, his movement weakened. Still, he continued trying. That refusal to quit amazed many fans watching. At one point, Ali unleashed another rapid combination that nearly dropped Patterson backward. The audience gasped loudly, but somehow Patterson stayed standing. The former champion's heart looked incredible. Then Ali backed away again instead of finishing, almost playing with him. The psychological damage felt enormous. Commentators openly criticized Ali's behavior during the fight now. Some called it cruel. Others called it genius psychological warfare. Either way, the emotional atmosphere inside the arena became heavy. This no longer felt like a simple championship defense. It felt personal, very personal. Round 8 brought even more punishment. Ali attacked from every angle while Patterson struggled surviving exchanges. The former champion's face looked swollen badly now. Yet he still moved forward, still swung punches, still refused surrender. At several moments, the crowd even started cheering Patterson louder than Ali, because courage earns admiration in boxing, especially against impossible odds. Ali seemed noticing the crowd's emotional shift too, so he increased the showmanship again, talking constantly, lowering his hands, smiling during exchanges. The audience reacted with mixed emotions once more. Round 9 became difficult watching. Patterson absorbed heavy punishment repeatedly while barely landing anything meaningful. Ali's speed looked supernatural compared to him. Every jab landed sharply. Every movement frustrated Patterson further. Still, the former champion survived somehow. The crowd now cheered every small Patterson success loudly out of pure respect. Meanwhile, Ali continued dominating completely. At one point, Patterson staggered briefly after another combination. The referee watched closely. So did ringside doctors, because the punishment accumulated dangerously. Yet Patterson still wanted continuing. That toughness defined his entire career. Round 10 carried emotional exhaustion across the arena. Fans understood Patterson could no longer realistically win. Now, people simply wondered how much more punishment he would take. Ali attacked aggressively early in the round. Fast combinations exploded repeatedly. Patterson covered up desperately while staying upright. Then suddenly Ali paused during exchanges and shouted toward Patterson again. The moment felt deeply personal, almost uncomfortable. The crowd reacted strangely quiet afterward, because underneath the entertainment existed real emotional pain. Still, Patterson kept fighting. That refusal made the audience respect him even more. Near the end of round 10, Ali landed another violent flurry that forced Patterson backward badly. The referee watched carefully now. The finish felt close. Round 11 finally brought the ending. Ali attacked aggressively from the opening seconds, while Patterson struggled badly beneath constant punishment. The former champion's face looked swollen and exhausted. Yet even now, Patterson refused falling. The crowd applauded his courage loudly. Then Ali trapped Patterson near the ropes and unleashed another brutal combination. Punch after punch landed cleanly. Finally, the referee stepped between them and stopped the fight. Just like that, it ended. Muhammad Ali raised his gloves while a crowd exploded with noise. Some fans celebrated wildly. Others looked emotionally drained after watching Patterson's punishment. Meanwhile, Floyd Patterson walked slowly back toward his corner, battered but still standing. That image stayed unforgettable. Because despite humiliation and physical punishment, Patterson never quit. Inside the ring after stoppage, Ali celebrated confidently, but many observers focused more on Patterson emotionally. The former champion earned enormous respect for surviving so much punishment without surrendering. Meanwhile, criticism toward Ali's behavior spread immediately afterward. Some fans believed the champion acted cruelly during the fight. Others defended him passionately, arguing Patterson's refusal respecting his name justified the anger. The debate became enormous across newspapers and television afterward. But beyond controversy, one reality became undeniable. Muhammad Ali remained the most extraordinary heavyweight boxer alive. The speed, the movement, the confidence. Everything looked untouchable. Floyd Patterson simply could not handle it physically. Still, Patterson's courage became legendary afterward. Because lesser fighters might have mentally collapsed beneath such humiliation, Patterson kept standing, kept trying, kept surviving, and fans remember that bravery forever. Following the fight, Ali spoke proudly during interviews. He defended his behavior openly. To Ali, the fight represented respect and identity. Meanwhile, Patterson stayed classy despite the humiliation. He never exploded publicly, never insulted Ali viciously afterward. That dignity earned admiration from many people watching the aftermath. Years later, boxing historians still discuss Muhammad Ali versus Floyd Patterson emotionally, not because it became the greatest technical fight ever, but because it revealed so much about both men. Ali's pride, Ali's anger, Ali's need for respect, and Patterson's courage. Patterson's dignity, Patterson's refusal surrendered despite overwhelming odds. The fight became bigger than punches. It became symbolic of cultural tensions exploding across America during the 1960 identity. Race, politics, respect. Everything existed beneath the violence inside that ring. For Muhammad Ali, the victory strengthened his growing legend. The world continued seeing him as untouchable physically during those years. Every opponent seemed slower, more predictable, and despite criticism surrounding his personality, fans could not ignore the brilliance. Ali moved differently from every heavyweight before him. Against Patterson, that brilliance looked almost unfair at times. For Floyd Patterson, the loss hurt deeply. But history treated him kindly afterward, because people remembered his courage more than defeat. They remembered him continuing forward while absorbing punishment no ordinary fighter could survive emotionally. That resilience preserved his legacy forever. AS fans slowly left the arena that night. Conversations filled every hallway. Some discussed Ali's cruelty. Others discussed Patterson's heart. But everybody agreed on one thing. The fight felt unforgettable emotionally. Years later, old footage from Muhammad Ali versus Floyd Patterson still creates powerful reactions. Not because of dramatic knockdowns, not because of controversy alone, but because emotional tension feels real even today. You can see the anger in Ali's eyes. You can see the exhaustion in Patterson's face. And you can feel the uncomfortable atmosphere growing round after round. That emotional reality made the fight historic. Muhammad Ali won the heavyweight battle. But Floyd Patterson won something too. Respect. Because despite humiliation, despite punishment, despite impossible odds, he never stopped fighting. And sometimes in boxing, that matters just as much as victory itself.